Hey everyone, and welcome to the Midnight Murmurs. If you're a fan of spine-chilling tales, eerie encounters, and bone-chilling horror stories, you're in the right place. Grab a blanket, turn off the lights, and settle in, because tonight we have a story that will make your heart race and your spine tingle. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and make sure to click the bell icon so you never miss an update on our terrifying adventures. Get ready for the story of Liam, a software developer whose curiosity leads him down a dark, twisted path. Welcome to the night and to the horror that awaits. Let's dive into the story. Liam, a skilled yet introverted software developer, lived in a quiet suburban apartment. His days were monotonous, coding during the day, gaming at night, and endlessly scrolling through tech forums. He often wished for something exciting to break the routine of his mundane life. Little did he know, excitement was lurking just around the corner, but not in the way he hoped. One rainy evening, as the heavy drops lashed against his window, Liam received an email with the subject line, "Urgent freelance project, high pay." Intrigued, he clicked it open. The email was from a company he had never heard of, Blackthorn Innovations, and they were offering an absurdly high payment for a seemingly simple task, debugging an old encrypted program they had recently acquired. The email read, "Greetings, Mr. Liam Hayes. We have been following your work and believe you are the perfect candidate for a critical project. Please review the attached contract. If you agree, the work begins immediately. You will be compensated handsomely for your efforts. Rest assured, this program requires only your technical expertise, nothing more." The offer was tempting. Attached to the email was a contract written in legal jargon. Liam skimmed it, noting the vague description of the work. It mentioned unusual coding and anomalies, but nothing that raised major red flags. Besides, the upfront payment of $20,000 was already deposited into his account. Curiosity outweighed caution, and without a second thought, Liam signed the digital contract and sent it back. Moments later, a secure file transfer link appeared in his inbox. The file was labeled projectnightshade.exe. As he downloaded the program, a strange chill ran down his spine. The rain outside grew heavier, and the occasional rumble of thunder seemed to synchronize with the progress bar on his screen. Once the download was complete, the file icon, pitch black with a glowing red eye, sat ominously on his desktop. Ignoring the strange sensation in his chest, Liam double-clicked the file to start the program. His screen flickered briefly, and the code began to appear. It wasn't like anything he'd seen before. Strange symbols intertwined with normal lines of code, creating patterns that almost seemed alive. At first, Liam thought it was a prank, but as he continued to scroll, something odd happened. His monitor emitted a low hum, and the lights in his room flickered. The symbols on the screen started shifting, almost rearranging themselves. Suddenly, the words, "Do you see me?" appeared in bold, blood-red letters across the screen. Liam froze. His fingers hovered above the keyboard, unsure of what to do next. "Is this some kind of joke?" he muttered to himself, feeling the hairs on the back of his neck stand on end. He reached out to close the program, but before he could, his computer screen went black. Then, a soft knock came at his apartment door. The knock at Liam's door was faint, yet it echoed through the apartment like a thunderclap. He turned his head sharply toward the door, his heart pounding in his chest. Who could it be at this hour, and in such heavy rain? Liam hesitated, glancing back at his computer. The screen remained eerily black. The red glow from the words, "Do you see me?" now burned into his mind. Taking a deep breath, he walked toward the door. "Who's there?" he called out, his voice trembling slightly. No response. He stood frozen, waiting for something. Anything. But all he heard was the relentless pounding of rain against the windows. With shaky hands, he unlocked the door and opened it just a crack. The hallway was empty. No one was there. Liam exhaled, shaking his head. Must have been my imagination. He was about to close the door when he noticed something on the floor. A small black envelope. It hadn't been there earlier. Picking it up, he turned it over in his hands. There was no name, no address, just an odd wax seal imprinted with a symbol he had seen moments ago in the strange code. An eye encircled by jagged lines. His instincts told him to throw it away, but curiosity won again. He broke the seal and unfolded the paper inside. Written in sharp, uneven handwriting were the words, "You let me in. Now we begin." Liam's stomach turned. The message was cryptic but unsettling. Before he could process it further, the lights in his apartment flickered again, plunging the room into darkness. "Damn it," he muttered, fumbling for his phone to use as a flashlight. As he switched it on, the screen illuminated his living room, casting shadows on the walls. That's when he saw it. A figure, tall, slender, and impossibly still, stood in the far corner of the room. It was draped in a long black cloak, and its face was obscured by shadow. Liam's breath caught in his throat. Who are you?" He stammered, his voice barely audible. The figure didn't move. It didn't speak. It simply stood there, its presence suffocating the room. Liam's phone began to glitch, static distorting the light as the figure seemed to grow taller, its shadow stretching toward him. Panicking, Liam stumbled backward and reached for the door, but it slammed shut on its own, locking him inside. The air grew cold, and the sound of whispers filled the room, soft at first but growing louder, like hundreds of voices chanting in unison. "Stop!" Liam screamed, covering his ears. As suddenly as it began, the whispers stopped. The room was silent. When Liam opened his eyes, the figure was gone. But something was wrong. The air felt heavy, like he was being watched. His phone flickered back to life, and the screen displayed a single line of text. "You shouldn't have opened the door." Terrified, Liam turned back to his computer. The monitor was on again, but the symbols were gone. Instead, a live feed was playing, a video of his apartment. The camera angle was from above, as if someone were watching him from the ceiling. In the corner of the screen, the cloaked figure appeared again, standing directly behind him. Liam whipped around, but there was nothing there. Then the knock came again. This time, it was louder.